All right, Emmanuel, thank you for joining us. Now, go ahead and speak to us on what led to the treason charges against the protesters.
Yes, you recall that several days ago, there were agitations that the arrested protesters should be arraigned and be tried properly, which that didn't happen. And then, of course, after so much pressure, perhaps, the police finally, arraigned them today before the Federal High Court Judge, Justice Emeka Nwite, the vacation judge. So the proper arraignment was made today of 10 out of the 124 who are currently in police custody. And then the police was actually, the defendants were actually able to, secure a date for the ruling of the application of bail to be heard, which is on the 11th of this month. It was a very, very crazy intellectual argument between the prosecutions and, of course, the defendants of the lawyers of the 10 different defendants. We had the likes of the Detention, of course, who actually standing in for Femi Falana, who is defending, and then 3 other lawyers defending the 10th, defendants. So the cases, what happened today was an application of bail. Of course, the defendants actually argued that their clients have spent a lot of days already in police custody and shouldn't be returned to incarceration, and so they should be granted bail. And then, of course, the prosecution didn't agree to that and still insist that they should be taken to Kuje or Kuje and Suleja Prison. That didn't go down well with the defendants, who actually argued very, very well, and then finally secure a date where the ruling for the bail application will be given, which is on the 11th of this month. Yeah.
All right, Emmanuel, do you know if the arrested protesters have access to their defense lawyers?
Yes, they had access to their defense lawyers, at least for what we can witness today. Just 10 of them out of, don't forget, they are up to 124, all drawn from some states across northern Nigeria and, of course, in Abuja. So only 10 were arraigned today. There were still 114 who are yet to be arraigned, but at least it's good news this for starters. For the starters, 10 by the time they finish the arraignment of this 10, one will know the fate of the remaining 114. But for now, most of the applications that the lawyers actually made today was that arrested protesters should be allowed to see not just their lawyers, but their doctors, their physicians, as well as their family members, which was agreed in the court that will happen, at least. But for the meantime, the Honorable Judge Nwite actually remand the accused at the Suleja and, of course, Kuje prison, respectively, pending on the 11th of September, where the final ruling on their bail application will be delivered. The hearing was done today, so on that day, it's only a ruling that will be given whether they will remain on bail or they will continue to remain in incarceration. Yeah.
All right, well, just before we let you go, Emmanuel, we know the trial is still in court, but what is the defense team actually saying about the proceedings so far, and especially when it comes to what it means for future protests and opposition voices in Nigeria?
Yeah, the defense argument is very clear that, of course, their clients are not terrorists, they are not committing any felony. They made it very clear, and then, of course, there are no any evidence presented to court that actually shows that their clients are terrorists, because what actually constitutes terrorists? They are there in the law books. They actually make references to the ACTA, Administration of Criminal Justice Act, and other extant laws that actually is responsible for nailing these protesters. But of course, that would depend on the wisdom of the court. Everything is discretionary. So the argument is very, very clear, and of course, it will continue on the 11th when the ruling of the application will be had, the bail application will be had.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Emmanuel Bagudu, for speaking to us on this.